Good morning, everybody. Sports, a presentation of the Chuck Edwards Sportscaster Club. Last night on Eagles TV, the Weatherford volleyball team hosted their Custer County rival Clinton and got the win 3-0. The final call from PA John Matthews on Eagles TV. Sets were won 25-15, 25-8, and 25-8. Clinton plays again tomorrow against Snyder at the Lawton Eisenhower tournament, while Weatherford is off till next Tuesday when they see Cash. Another volleyball from yesterday, Corn Bible Academy dropped a 5-set match to Chisholm. Set 5 was scored 15-8, and Canute was swept by Navajo. Yesterday's scores from high school baseball include Leedy shutting out Vici 5-0. Arapahoe Butler did the same to Hammond 10-0. Hydro Weekly Run ruled Ninnekah 13-2. And Canute lost a close one to Navajo 10-9. On the softball field, Elk City beat Clinton 13-1. Weatherford dropped a district game to Woodward 1-0. Cheyenne Raiden was a 16-2 winner over Cordell. Hydro Weekly split a pair, beating Sentinel 12-9 and losing to Okarji 9-0. Leedy toppled Arapahoe Butler 6-3. And in another meeting of top 5 teams, Lokiba Sickles won against Canute 3-1. Clinton football begins a new era on Friday when first-year head coach Trevor Powers leads the Red Tornadoes onto the field for the first time. Practice was able to officially start August 8th. Powers speaks on how the fall got started.
I was really pleased with the retention from the summer and the spring. You got a lot of new faces on the staff. And so, you're always concerned about retention, but they retained a lot, which allowed us to really move forward. I'm pleased. I'd say we're probably about 90% installed on offense and feel really good about it. That's, way ahead of kind of what I projected. So really pleased with the boys and the way they've come together and embraced a new way of doing things.
Powers tells us something the team has improved on since this summer.
Catching the ball. We have gotten way better at it. The kids took a lot of time on their own this summer to come up and throw. Easton's got a cannon. He's really good, and he's learning how to put touch on the ball, and they're understanding, conceptually what we're trying to do. So I've been really pleased with how they're catching the ball, how they're adjusting to playing wide receiver. And, that was a question you get all the time. Well, who are you going to throw the ball to? We don't have any receivers. Well, you don't know until you throw it. We've got a lot of them. Right now we're rotating 9 guys out there at receiver. I feel really good that can catch the ball.
Clinton football begins Friday with a trip to Chandler. With a look inside OU football, here's Dave Lanning.
Oklahoma football announcing its team captains for the upcoming season. Safety Peyton Bowen, defensive lineman David Stone and Taylor Wine, linebackers Owen Heineke and Kip Lewis, quarterback John Mateer, and offensive linemen Michael Fasusi and Eddie Pierre Lewis named as the Sooners season captains yesterday. And for Mateer, he enters his second season at OU, fresh off a season where he threw for 2,885 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Dave Lanning on the Radio Oklahoma Network.
The college football landscape continues to evolve. Tony Genualdo has more.
The Southeastern Conference announced late Tuesday that it is implementing a new policy that bans players who have been drafted by NFL, NBA, or WNBA teams from returning to college. The conference saying in a statement that meetings with presidents, chancellors, and athletics directors of SEC programs led to the decision being made. The policy differs from the one implemented by the Big Ten earlier in the day, which only included football in its decision. This comes as tight end Daquan Wright was planning to sign with LSU after being cut by the Cleveland Browns this week. And it also follows a court decision that cleared NBA player R.J. Luis Jr. to sign with LSU. Tony Genualdo, Fox News.
And that's sports for your Wednesday morning. It's a presentation of the Chuck Edwards Sportscaster Club.
Catch the Western Oklahoma Sports Podcast on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts, or Right.Media.